What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be analyzing Cignal Ultra versus Blacklist International game number 2. Alright, so you might be asking, why specifically game number 2? Why not game 1 or 3? Cignal Ultra actually drafted Saber, alright? And this is something that I really want to put on the teams I'm coaching and integrate on my draft, because Saber is actually really good dispatch, especially if you put him on mid lane. Alright, he clears pretty well, his ganks are good, he's good against Ling, against Lancelot. The only bad part is late game. Since he's a single target hero, he is pretty bad late game. Right, he kind of falls off late game. He can still one shot the cores though, that's for sure. So here we go for the bans for Cignal Ultra. We have Lancelot ban. I don't really think Lancelot is something I would ban in this current patch. I wouldn't be worried about Lancelot. It's not something that is prioritized right now and the teams are kind of fighting over. But the Roger ban is definitely good. I will agree with that. Natalia ban is just okay. There are some good Natalia players that are really annoying early game if you really pull it off, but it is a big risk whenever teams pick out the Natalia. Now let's look at the other side. They have the Tamus, early game obviously. They have the Khalid, early game tank, right? Uranus, early game as well. So these are pretty common bans for Blacklist. I'm not a big fan of the Natalia ban and the Lancelot ban. If anything, like these two should be on the second phase ban. But I think they were first pick, so they wanted to open up some heroes. So that's why they banned like Lancelot and Natalia, right? So now they're first pick. What are they gonna pick? Jawhead is open, Ruby is open, Hilda is open. If they're smart enough, they should pick the Hilda tank. They took the Esme, okay. So they didn't take the Hilda. That means Blacklist International actually has a chance of taking this Hilda if they would like. The good part here about Esme is, like I said on my previous analysis, right? Esme is a safe first pick. It's not something that you could really like counter, since I think they are aware that Blacklist International, they're not really into the marksman gold lane setup. They're more of a double fighter setup. They don't really do marksman gold lane setup. It's gonna be really hard for Ling to burst out this Esme late game if they pick Ling. Okay, since the Jawhead was open, they took that. I don't think Ling was a good pick here. Alright, I'm not a big fan of this Ling pick here, but then it is a specialty hero for full clip. Yes, he's really good at Ling, but I think Ling could have been picked later on. I think they might be worried about Full Clip's hero pool. Full Clip could either play Ling, Roger, or Yusun Shin. I don't really see him play any other heroes. Lancelot as well, but Lancelot is banned. So I think they're worried that they're gonna run out of core at mid. So that's why they picked the Ling right away. But I'm still not a big fan of this Ling pick. This could have been later on. But I'm a big fan of the Jawhead pick, that's for sure. I'm a big fan of the Jawhead pick, first pick. So that Jawhead most likely will be annoying early game. Let's see what Cignal Ultra will do here to counter that draft. So they picked the freaking Kufra and the Selena here. So Selena for good vision, and maybe Selena to counter the invade that Jawhead might do. Since if you put like a Selena trap in front of Jawhead and try to bite him early level 1, right, he gets harassed really hard. So Jawhead is going to be scared to even invade if there's a Selena around. Another option could have been a Valier instead of Selena, but I think they are more comfortable with the Selena. Gives you more vision, gives you more mobility, more rotation, it's faster pace. She's a lot faster than Valier. So Selena is actually a really good pick here. The Kufra on the other hand, I think Kufra's pick here to counter the Ling so that this Ling cannot dash around the map. So let's see what else is picked here for Blacklist International. Alright, they picked the Cignal. Cignal is okay against Esme. Since they don't run a marksman draft right here for Blacklist, they have no choice but to pick like a support mage that could actually burst out the Esme at the later stages of the game. So if you build like Necklace of Durants, Glowing One, Ice Queen One, Cignal, you could actually burst out the Esme. She cannot tank it. So that's why that is a good pick for Blacklist right there. That is a viable pick. Still not a big fan of this Ling pick. For Cignal Ultra, they have been actually drafting pretty well recently with their coach. I'm seeing their coach draft for them on the camera, and he's been doing pretty decent recently. So let's see what the second phase bans are. Since Blacklist International took the Ling, right, they know that Lancelot is banned and Roger's banned. A lot of cores are banned. So I think that's why they wanted to pick the Ling right away. And they also banned Yusun Shin on the second phase draft. They didn't take any cores for their second pick, so this is Blacklist International's chance to actually counter that, alright? But they didn't know that they were actually going to pull out a Saber. They didn't know Cignal Ultra was capable of pulling out a Saber, which is also a viable, very viable core at mid lane. And we've seen it a lot of Indo, right? In MPL Indo. Cignal Ultra banned the Yuzhong and the Ruby. These are really good bans. I'm a big fan of these bans right here. Very well played from Cignal Ultra, whoever's the drafter, whoever this guy is. Alright, they picked the Chu. Chu is good against Esmeralda Kufra, because you can actually cancel Kufra's second skill with a knockup. And plus Esmeralda, like if you want to burst out the Esmeralda late game, you can go for a setup and try to burst her out before she can even stack her shields. So Chu is going to be there to maybe maybe tank Chu. We don't know yet. We need to finish the draft before we know if it's a tank Chu or an off-lane Chu. So here, we see the Saber, alright? So why is this Saber pick gonna work? Alter Ego, what they did, right? They drafted Saber, but they didn't have anyone that scaled late game. So Claude is gonna be there to scale late game. And same with Esme, she's gonna scale late game. So that even if Saber doesn't finish the game, even if Cignal Ultra don't finish the game fast enough, they are secured for the late game, right? They are secured for the late game. And that is what I like about how Cignal Ultra drafted this game number 2 here. It is so good. For example, Ling comes in. Either Ling gets countered by Kufra or gets countered by Saber. As soon as Ling comes in, she's gonna be forced to ulti to dodge the Saber ulti. But it's gonna be really hard to predict because Saber can hold the ulti and not ulti the Ling, right? Because when you ulti the Ling and then Ling ultis, you actually counter the Saber. But it is very hard to do. It is very hard to do and very hard to time. So in most cases, this Saber will ulti this Ling or this Chang'e. Claude is just gonna farm the whole game. Same with S-Man, right? They're just gonna farm the whole game so they can scale. So Baxia is gonna be there to counter pick the Esmeralda. The problem here is once Ling is dead, because hopefully Saber ultis the Ling. Let's say Saber ultis Ling and then Saber dies, alright? It's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. 1-for-1 trade, Saber dies, Ling dies. Look what Cignal Ultra has. Cignal Ultra still has Esme and Cignal Ultra still has Claude. So they have like this, you know, security that even if their core dies, we have other people that could carry the game. So that is what I like about how Cignal Ultra drafted this. Alright, in comparison to how Alter Ego drafted, they drafted the Saber and they had nothing else. They kind of just invested everything on a Saber. I like this Cignal Ultra draft, honestly. And this is why I wanted to make a video on this, alright? I don't usually do like Cignal Ultra, Blacklist, International, like, you know, analysis. But now you're gonna see it because I like the way they drafted this. So what is the win condition? Cignal Ultra has some early games. Saber's necessarily not early game. He's more of like a level 4. Selena's early game. We could say that Claude is late game. Esmeralda is kind of like a mix of both. She's okay early game at level 2 because she can stack her shield. But she's more of a late game hero, right? Kufra is just okay. Let's just call him early game. And this guy is like early mid game. Let's just call this mid game. For the other side, they have Full Clip, who is a late game hero. Jawhead, early game. They have Baxia. I think Baxia is a late game hero. He's really tanky late game. Chang'e late game, and then Chu is like a early mid game. So let's just put an M right there. So both drafts are pretty good, but the way the heroes are kind of drafted here with the Saber to counter the Ling, it's gonna make it hard for Blacklist to pull off this one core draft. Right? They're investing everything. They need to invest everything on this Ling. If they fail that, they will lose the game, right? If Ling doesn't go online, they lose the game. So let's look at the laning phase here. Alright, so this is what I am trying to implement on my team, alright? Before this game even, you know, before they even did this on MPL, I actually wanted to put, you know, the marksmen that could sustain themselves on the gold lane. That's what they're gonna do with this Claude, with the support emblem, right? Not a lot of people notice this. Why support emblem? All you need to do is poke with first skill. You will get 10 extra gold every time you poke with your first skill on the Jawhead or whoever this is. Whoever's in here, alright? All you need to do is play safe, poke with your first skill, and then wave clear with your ulti. That is it, alright? It's kind of like how... This is nothing new, by the way. This is nothing new. This was done by Evos, and actually General made a video about this as well. James actually taught us this support emblem Claude. That is also something that I really like about the way Cignal Ultra drafted here. Support emblem Claude, support emblem Esmeralda against a Chang'e. So this Chang'e is gonna... I thought they were gonna put... They could have put Baxia on off lane as well. That could have been an option to counter the Esme. But Chang'e is also okay against Esme, okay? Because of her ulti. This Jawhead is just checking if anybody's gonna cut the lane, but nobody did. Pretty simple, fast clear here at mid for Cignal Ultra, and they're gonna go for Litho right afterwards. I think Selena's gonna go for Litho and Kufra, and while they're gonna make Saber just do the buff by himself. Alright, they don't need to help the Saber. The Saber can clear by himself. He is an independent hero. It's here, the Litho's top lane, so Selena and Kufra are gonna go over there. This Jawhead is actually doing the red buff right away, so that Link could actually just get it and last hit. The Saber also has Veteran Hunter, so every retribution he does on a jungle minion, he gets 50 extra gold. Alright, so he's just gonna be farming the whole game. Before level 4, Saber is really passive. As you can see here, Claude is just gonna clear wave, get extra gold from the lane minions, and that's it. He just pokes. He just needs to play safe for him to win that lane. And right here, same with Chang'e. But what I like about this is Esmeralda is doing a really good job. Knowing that he could actually outtrade Chang'e with first skill, second skill, Esmeralda's trying to zone out. Alright, this is called zoning if you guys haven't learned. Zone out this Chang'e. If you put Chang'e further enough, alright, far enough from the minions, she's not gonna get EXP when these are killed by the minions, by Esmeralda's minions, alright? So that's what Esmeralda's trying to do. That's why it's called freezing lane as well. Zoning and freezing lane, okay? This is how freezing lane works. So if you have the advantage on your off lane, this is something that you could do to bully your lane, alright? And Chang was like, okay, I need to go play aggressive so that I can get EXP. See? She needs to go near the minions so she can get the EXP when it dies. But when she's too far, she doesn't get anything. That's what Esmeralda's trying to do. Zoning and freezing lane. Alright, so that's one thing that you guys need to learn. That is kind of some basic mechanics that you get from League of Legends and Dota. Okay, Saber's level 4. Here we go. Let's see. Saber's level 4. Ling is also level 4. But I think what this Saber's gonna do is he's gonna save his ulti until Ling uses his ulti. Let's see. Or they're gonna burst out this Baxia, and that's what it looks like. And this Ling is not gonna be able to clean up, I think. I don't think he does enough damage. Nice flicker from Vinsanity just to avoid the Jawhead throw. Very well played there. So it's a 1-4-0 trade in favor of Cignal Ultra. Alright, so it was either Saber waits for the Ling ulti or burst out the Baxia, and they chose not to burst out the Baxia since it's still early game. Baxia is not tanking up. He's level 2. He doesn't have ulti, so he has no damage reduction. So very well played from Cignal right there. Good pick off. Alright, here we go. This is the hard part about playing Claude solo. When you see ganks like this, alright, it's gonna be really hard to try and play safe. But Chujin is actually doing really well right now with this solo Claude. And I feel like Blacklist actually kind of, took really good advantage of this, knowing that Claude is really weak early game. They're ganking more on the gold lane rather than EXP lane, even though Chang'e is losing, alright? Because they know that if this Claude goes online, they are screwed. So what Blacklist International is trying to do is gank this lane more so that this Claude gets so behind and that Link could snowball. But I feel like Chujin is playing it really well. His teammates are playing really well, knowing that, okay, this Claude needs some space, he needs some breathing space, let's give him some space, and that's what exactly they did. Alright, with the Kufra and Selena. So very well played from Cignal and Blacklist right there. Ling actually ended up getting a kill on Claude. Okay, so what happened there? Ling dove right there, see? You can see Ling dove. Yeah, and Claude was really low, so nice try from Claude. Well played from Full Clip right there. Well played, making plays. Wow. But right here, I think they're scared of the Saber Kufra gank. Let's see what happens to Edward. Alright, Bensanity misses the first kill on Kufra. Jawhead throws the Kufra. Okay, Saber went for a kill here. Very nice stun from DJ, and that's gonna secure a kill. Maybe? Oh my god, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe he didn't go for a bite. What happened there? Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I thought that was a kill, honestly, because that was a pretty far stun. I guess not. Alright, the turtle's gonna be up in 3 seconds, so both teams need to kind of look out and see if they could contest this turtle. Actually, Claude did really good, knowing that if he rotated here, he's not gonna get any minion wave. So he went mid real quick and got that minion wave instead, okay? So here we go. I don't know what Chu did right there. Cameraman not doing really good right now. We can't see anything. But Chu stayed here for some reason, even though, you know, Jawhead is really low, so it's gonna turn into a 1v3. There's no reason for you to stay. If you remembered earlier, Jawhead was really low, so he recalled, right? And Chu stayed here. Chu stayed in this bush, knowing that there's still 3 people here for Cignal Ultra, which is maybe a mistake right there. Kind of just common sense. Common sense not to play aggressive in an aggressive position when you're outnumbered. Let's see what happens here. Ling is trying to do his best to clear the wave, and he did. Okay. Claude is trying to get this Litho. And Jawhead, very nice throw from Kuya Eson right there with the Jawhead, making sure that the Litho is on their side of the map. Yaoi did that as well on the previous analysis I did on Next Play Aura. And here we go. Okay. Since this Esme has been freaking aggressive this whole game pretty much, and trying to cut the lane so that this Chang'e doesn't get any EXP and gold from these minions. Finally, Baxi is gonna be here to try and counter this. Rhea is gonna be forced to run away since, yeah, Baxi is gonna fuck you up. You better run. What? Camera, bro! What happened there? What is this? We're missing everything. Alright, here we go. We see that Jawhead actually got caught out. Camera, bro. I can't, yeah, I didn't even see what happened right there. Selena died though. Selena died. Instead of Jawhead dying, it was Selena that died. I don't know how it was possible, but here we go. Since Blacklist saw, okay, there's 3 people here. They're junglers here at top lane too. This is our chance. This is our chance to secure the turtle. So very good map awareness from Blacklist. Obviously, this is some simple stuff. Tower for a turtle. And then also Ling is going to try and push this mid lane. You got to keep in mind, once Esme and Claude gets to late game, Blacklist is going to have so much trouble. Esmeralda's getting died by Baxia and Ling, so this should be a kill here for Blacklist actually. Yup, very well played. Very nice dive from Baxia. And finally, they have an advantage here. A tower as well on the bottom lane. A tower for a tower and a turtle, so that is in favor of Blacklist right there. They should be ahead of gold, which they are. They are ahead of like 900 gold. Both are trading objectives pretty well. The only reason why I really wanted to make a video about this is the scaling of Saber and the Claude. I don't know if this is the first Saber that is successful in MPL. For sure in MPL Indo, it's not. In MPL PH, it is the first Saber that is successful. So let's see what happens here. Claude is still doing a 1v2 here. He's 0-1-0 and it's about to be 5 minutes. And you'll still see he's gonna get Demon Hunter Sword in 5 minutes. Usually it's really hard for Claude to get Demon Hunter Sword in 5 minutes, even though you're kind of fed. But look at Chujin. He's not playing, he's not fed, he doesn't have any assists. And he's about to die right now as well. But watch. At around 5 minutes, he's still gonna get Demon Hunter Sword. Oh, right there, see? As soon as I said it, around 5 minutes, he's gonna get Demon Hunter Sword. This is the advantage of Gold Lane Marksman and Avarice Support Emblem Claude. Alright? Sometimes if you're playing really well, 4 minutes, you have Demon Hunter Sword. 4 minutes, if you're playing really well. It's gonna start getting harder for Blacklist since, obviously, Claude's essential item is Demon Hunter. As soon as he gets that item, you better be scared of Claude. He's gonna start doing some real damage. Same with this Esme actually, right? Esme has had Avarice this whole game. And imagine how much gold he's gotten from poking this Chang'e by cutting this lane. Just imagine, right? This is the power of the Avarice emblem. And this is why people use Avarice emblem. For mana regen and for gold, alright? For mana regen specifically and for gold. So that, you know, Esmeralda could keep spamming second skill. Claude could keep spamming first skill with Avarice. Also with mana regen, right? Okay, this Claude almost gets caught. Hopefully Link could actually get this Claude. But very well played. Very good peel from Cignal Ultra here. Look at this. Look at this Claude. Very nice BMI and very nice Purify. Almost getting killed. Outplay from Chujin. Nice outplay from Chujin right there. Nice micro gaming from the Claude. So this should be a free turtle for Cignal Ultra here. Full Clip died and Jawhead died as well. They got way too greedy. It was a 2-4-0 trade plus the turtle. That is definitely in favor of Cignal Ultra. And this is where you're going to start seeing Cignal Ultra kind of snowball as soon as they get this Claude online. Blacklist still have their mid tower, so that is an advantage that they have. But the hard part is they only have one hero that's scaling late game. If Ling dies, they're fucked. If Ling lives, okay, they're good. If Ling kind of cleans up, they're good. So it's all up to Full Clip to carry his team and hopefully carry this game. If he doesn't, they're screwed. They're kind of just, you know, investing too much on this lane. Esmeralda gets kicked. Like, oh, very nice knockup again from Chu right there. Esmeralda gets kicked. So this is why also why people pick Chu against Esme, right? Since Chu has the most known, like the time of crowd control that you can put with Chu is good against Esme so that she cannot stack her shield. I don't really know how much gold these people have, but we see Saber right here. I think he's about to ulti the Jawhead. But it is a tank Jawhead at the end of the day. I'm not sure if he ulted. He still hasn't ulted, so that's good. So this Saber is saving his ulti for a Ling or for a Chang'e. So let's see what happens here. See, you see how he didn't ulti the Jawhead earlier even though he face checked? Let's see what happens here. He's still saving his ulti. See, look. Right there. And Ling was forced to ulti right away because he's kind of scared. Oh, okay, Saber might be here to ulti me. He's already super low. Chujin needs to run away, but I think he might die here. Very nice BMI. Saber actually died. I don't know who he ulted. Saber actually died. He ulted here already. I think he tried ulting Ling, but then Ling dodged it with ulti. Let's see. Oh, he ulted Abaxia! Why, bro? You were so patient until the last second. I don't know if it was misclick. Let's see it again. Let's see it again. I don't know if it was misclick. Okay, where's Hades? Okay, Saber's right here. Saber's right here. The Ling is right here, but they don't see him. They don't see him yet. Yes, he did. It was not a misclick. He actually ulted Abaxia. Oh my god, you just fucked up. Okay, that was one ulti that I didn't like with Saber. Okay, it was a 1-4-0 trade in favor of Blacklist right there. Maybe a mistake from Saber's side. Never try to invest so much on Abaxia. Ulted on Abaxia. Oh god, this is not good for Esmeralda, but he's getting really tanky. Look at it, he's so hard to kill. Esmeralda's getting to late game, but still gets finished off by Ling. I think Ling has Demon Hunter Sword. This might be a Demon Hunter Sword Ling, maybe. A lot of Lings are building Demon Hunter Sword instead of Windtalker now. Alright, this Kufra is gonna try to invade, but Ling already secured the blue buff, so it's fine. Look at the Claude playing aggressive right here against this Jawhead. Camera guy doesn't get anything. The whole game, this camera guy doesn't get anything the whole game. Nice dodge from Claude. He gets away with a BMI. That's good. Very nice side steps from Claude. Yeah, they're actually gonna do the Lord here knowing that they had to back off. Jawhead had to back off because he's low. And then Chu is dead, so they're on a man advantage, okay? It's gonna be a 3v4 or 3v5 if Link tries to contest this, so it's gonna be really hard for Link to even try to steal this. So that's why Cignal Ultra did the Lord right away. It was like the perfect time to do the Lord. So now, what Cignal has to do is just play safe, wait for the Lord, and push. This is just simple rotation at this point. What I just wanted to show you was that Cignal scaled really well with the way they drafted the Saber on their draft. Cignal, what they have to do, they get a pick off and then they do the next Lord, most likely. They try to wait for a pick off, go for the next Lord. So they're playing it super safe right now. You see how everybody's just, you know, they're trying not to let Blacklist out of their base. If anything, the Selena should be putting vision around this side of the map and then let Kufra give vision on this side of the map, but it's too late for that. So now, Blacklist, alright, this is something that Cignal has to improve on. When they're at such a big advantage, look, they're at 6,000 gold advantage, they need to not let Blacklist gain some vision. Don't let them out of the base. Give vision, get the vision right here, secure the whole map so that they can't do shit. They cannot make a comeback play. Or they cannot make a pickoff, alright? But Cignal Ultra, I feel like only Kufra was here and nobody was here, alright? Secure both sides of the map so that Blacklist cannot, you know, you see what they're doing? Blacklist now has control on this side of the map. Claude has been farming, level 15 Claude. It is 14 minutes in. This guy's gonna fucking hurt. They actually got the blue buff as well. I think they stole the blue buff from Ling. And Kufra did really good here, at least. This is really good from Kufra. Esmeralda split pushing and they're letting Kufra zone out this Ling. Trying to catch Ling right here, see? They know that they could scale well late game, so what they're gonna do is they're probably just gonna bait out this Lord. Most likely they'll try to kill this Jawhead first. They don't want any trouble. They're gonna see this Jawhead pretty overextended. Yeah, they're gonna try to kill first. They're trying to bait out. You see how Claude is kind of putting out more in this direction. Alright, nice BMI to get out of there. Kill them first before doing the Lord, right? Kill them first before doing the Lord. See, it's pretty much just a bait. That's what Cignal did. Very well played from Full Clip though, killing the Claude. But then again, when Claude is dead, they have a backup, right? They have a backup. So this is what's good about having a marksman in the gold lane. They have a backup. They still have Saber, who's considered a core. They still have Esmeralda, alright? If you don't put your DPS on Esmeralda, he's just gonna stack his shield. So yeah, that is the hard part with how Blacklist International drafted here. Now that Ling is dead, they're screwed, right? They can't do shit. These guys still have cores, technically. They still have Esmeralda and Saber. Claude is already full item. Very nice ulti from Chang'e. Nice ulti clearing that little cannon minion right there. Alright, this might be a little too greedy right here for Cignal. That this is not good. Yeah, this is not something that you want to do. But then again, they're lucky enough that there's actually a next minion wave that comes in. And I think they end the game there. So that is the advantage. Alright, that is the advantage. And that is something that I actually wanted to implement on the teams I'm coaching. Is having security late game. For example, this draft, they didn't ban Lancelot. And then instead of Saber, they pick Lancelot. It's okay too. Alright, it's okay to pick Lancelot. Because not a lot of teams are picking Lancelot right now. Because he doesn't scale well late game. But if you have like a Lancelot Claude, then you're good. You have a late game security, right? You have a late game security. Let's say this guy's Lancelot and this guy's not banned. Let's say Lancelot's not banned. You're okay. Even if you fall off late game, you still have the Claude for security at the goal lane. So tell me what you guys think about it below on the comment section. Hopefully you guys learned something here. Alright, so that is it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to follow. And that'll be it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out. Peace.